Guys, you know what I'm gonna do, right? I don't care what Elaine says. She's a sex therapist. Come on, Elaine. Let's talk about sex, baby. Elaine!
You sing. Go ahead.
Okay. This is what we're going to talk about because we have to be very open with sex, right, Elaine?
Absolutely.
It's important in our relationships, right?
It's essential.
Because no sex means...
Well, no good relationship, no intimacy. And intimacy, connection is what it's all about.
Okay, tell me the difference between sex and intimacy.
Well, sex is one way of being intimate, but you can have sex without being intimate, and you can be intimate without having sex.
Tell me the things that someone can do for intimacy.
Well, when we share ourselves, and there's lots of ways of sharing ourselves. We can share ourselves physically, but it doesn't have to be physical. If we share our thoughts, our feelings, our ideas, that's intimacy. And for a lot of women, that's the most important part about intimacy.
Why are men lacking... Men? Why are you lacking intimacy? Why are they lacking that?
Well, they aren't lacking it. It's just that for men, the best way to really feel connected is physically. Men are just wired differently than women. I mean, that's the truth. It really is.
Now, listen, we all have issues, okay? And now we're going to talk about the ladies. Ladies lacking desire. Ladies not wanting to have sex or making love. Ladies not wanting you to touch them. Okay, that's a problem. Where does that come from?
Well, it's pretty natural, actually, because the desire thing is all about testosterone.
Oh.
And you may have seen those commercials about low T.
Yeah.
Okay, so women naturally have low T. I mean, we're supposed to, because
Okay,
otherwise
wait. But when does that happen? Is that a certain age that starts happening?
No, we always have low testosterone. But what happens is when we fall in love or when we're with someone new, then the testosterone goes up. Just because of all the kind of chemical stuff that happens by falling in love or attraction and all that.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little bit unnatural state. And what happens then is that as we get more used to being around somebody, we fall into a routine. Testosterone goes back to its normal levels, and women aren't walking around. Now, I'm saying most women. I'm not talking about every single woman. Are not walking around just feeling desirous or sexy.
So then if we're feeling that and we're noticing that we're not wanting to touch, kiss, hug, make love, then what do we need to do with self to get it back up?
Well, what we need to do is get started.
Well, how you get started?
Well, you just start. I mean,
start
because,
what?
Start touching, start kissing.
Oh, make yourself do it.
Well, not make yourself, but you make that decision. It starts up here. It doesn't start,
do this.
Yeah, it starts up here, right.
Again,
It starts with the idea that, hey, I love this guy. I want to be close to him. I want to have a good relationship. So, and I know I'm going to like it once I get started.
Yeah.
So let's just start and see where it goes.
Okay, Elaine, if that doesn't happen, because you said it's a mind thing,
right?
Then what do you do?
Well, I mean, if it doesn't, if you don't start feeling...
No, if you start feeling, touching, and starting the intimacy again, but you're not into it, then what does that mean?
Well, usually it means one or two things. Either you don't really, want to be with this person, and sometimes that gets in the way. But most of the time for women, it's because our minds go someplace else. We're making shopping lists, we're thinking about...
what we're going to have for dinner. I got to wash his drawers. Okay.
So, feeling what you're feeling, being present, that's a real challenge for people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's less of a challenge for men, because they tend to be very intensely aware, very sexual. But for women who are not feeling very sexy, then really focusing on what you're feeling, being in the moment, that's what it's really all about.
And then the guys, what can the guys do to, when he's noticing that she's not desiring him, is there anything that he can do to help facilitate this?
Well, sometimes talking, actually.
Okay, just conversation.
Yeah.
We like to talk.
We do. That's how we connect.
Talk about us, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Make sure that, that we know that we are the focus.
Tell me that I'm beautiful today, okay?
Yeah, but if a guy lets the woman that he's with know that he's thinking about her, that he's not just thinking about...
self.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
This is my sex therapist. This is Elaine. What's your phone number?
It's 770-650-8052.
And I love her website address. Give it to us.
IntimacyAtlanta.com.
Let's talk about sex, baby.